What's up guys, Josh here from Testing 1 to 3 Reviews with brand new lick of the day. I've had some requests as to what was the lick I was playing at the beginning of the Ignator Armageddon demonstration. So I'm going to break it down for you, and I'm also going to show you another one that uses the similar sort of technique. Now this is based on 3-note per string pentatonic string skipping stuff. And the first one, we're in the key of G minor, and we're combining two of the pentatonic shapes, combining shapes 4 and 5. For those of you that aren't too sure about it, shape 4 looks like this. 10th fret, we're starting on the 10th fret, low E string, going to the 13, and doing the same on the A string. And then 10, 12 on the D and G. 11 and 13 on the B string. We're changing it slightly for this lick. We're adding in the 9th interval there to get a little bit modal. And then the 10th fret and 13th fret of the high E string. And we're also incorporating shape number 5, which from the high E string is 15, 13 on the E and B string, then 15, 12 on the G string and D string, and then 15, 13 on the A string and a low E string again. And for this lick we're starting off on the G string with a pull off. You can either do a hammer on from nowhere or you can pick that string. I tend to do a hammer on from nowhere. So we're pulling off from the G 12th fret to the 10th fret of the G string, and then hammering back up, so we're going and hammering on with our pinky on the 15th fret of the G string, skipping up to the high E string, playing 10, 13 and 15 on the high E string, and then we are tapping the 17th fret. Our right hand is kind of tracing the 17th fret of the high E string, G string and A string. So we're going and then pulling off down that position, tapping the 17th fret first on the G string, then pulling off, tapping the 17th fret of the A string, and pulling off from the 17th to the 15th, 13th down to the 10, and now I'm sliding down to the minor 7 on the A string, 8th fret, hammering back onto the root, pulling off, and then you can either do this legato or alternate pick it, doing this little chromatic line down, bit of blues scale there, and then landing on B, which is the major 3rd in G, and then I'm just plucking the G root note again on the A string, 10th fret. So that all together slowly sounds like this. And again. Okay, so that's lick of the day number 1, and then I thought about combining multiple shapes of E minor pentatonic. So we are now in the 7th position. We're using the same shapes that we just used there on the A, G and high E string. So we're going. This time our fret numbers are 7, 10, 12 on the A, 7, 9, 12 on the G string, and then 7, 10, 12 again on the high E. So the first part of this lick, we're doing a left hand hammer on, or once again you can pick it. We're hammering onto the root note, hammering onto the minor 3rd, perfect 4th, tapping the 5th, which is on the 14th fret of the A string, skipping up to the G string, again with a hammer on from nowhere, again tapping the 14th fret of the G string, and then going up to the high E string, tapping the 15th fret this time instead of the 14th, tapping the minor 3rd. So the first part of this goes like this. And then what I like to do at the end of this one is just do a little slide with the right hand, going between the 15th fret and the 17th fret back down to the 15, and then pulling off with the left hand, and then sliding up to the next position of the 3-note string pentatonic, and then hammering onto, I'd be sliding up to the 10th fret of the high E, hammering onto the 12th, hammering onto the 15th, and then doing this little, I think I stole it from Justin Derrico, tapping the 17th fret, pull off, hammer back on, tapping the tapping the 19th fret, pulling off, hammering back on, tapping the 17th fret, pulling off, and hammering back in, and not hammering back on that time, and then going down to the B string, tapping the 17th fret and pulling off, and then down, so the fret numbers for the B string would be 17, 15, 12, 10, and then tapping the 16th fret of the G string, pulling off to the 14th, the 12th, and then the 9th, and then you can end it however you like. So all together slowly, that one sounds like this. And all together fast. So there you go, some advanced ways of using 3-note per string pentatonic, incorporating some string skipping and tapping, so I hope you've enjoyed that one.